Hi everybody! Today we are making creamy chicken and potatoes. Already wash and pat my chicken dry. I'm using 4 boneless chicken thigh, but you can use bone-in chicken thigh. I have used both of them before. For the seasoning, I use 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of lemon pepper, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of ginger powder. But if you like more seasoning, you can go ahead and add more seasoning into your chicken. My chicken thigh was a little bit big. I did cut them in 2 pieces. Some of them I cut them into 3 pieces. I wash and pat dry my potatoes. I'm using 4 small to medium potatoes. You can use any potatoes you like in this recipe. I'm seasoning my potatoes with 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 teaspoon of chicken bouillon, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. Then we mix it all together. After that, I'm gonna drizzle 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and we are going to bake it at 350 degrees. We're not gonna cook it all the way through until it's slightly tender. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to bake them. It's depending on your potato size. You have to check it with a toothpick. I have about 1 cup of mushroom that I wash and pat dry, then I dice it, and 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese. I have 1½ tablespoon garlic paste, 1½ teaspoon of chicken bouillon, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of butter, 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2/3 cup of chicken broth, 1 cup of whole milk, 1 cup of heavy cream. The heavy cream and the whole milk are all mixed together. 8 ounces of baby spinach, 1 teaspoon of rosemary, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 tablespoon of fresh parsley, 1 tablespoon of fresh cilantro. My parsley and cilantro, I dice it very finely. You don't have to do that. You can just do it, the regular way. You don't have to be fine like me, because I was using this yesterday for another recipe. And 1 tablespoon of fresh basil. If you don't have fresh, you can use the dry one. To my skillet, I added 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Again, you can use any oil you like in here. I am gonna fry each side about 3 to 4 minutes, because I'm gonna finish cooking it on the oven. And set the chicken aside. We're gonna fry the spinach for about 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna season it with a little bit of black pepper, about 1/2 teaspoon, and a pinch of salt. We're gonna set the spinach also aside, and we're gonna fry the mushroom for 5 minutes. If you like, you can season your mushroom with salt, but I'm just adding a pinch of black pepper on mine. If you feel like you need more oil, just a little bit of oil, because mushroom, they absorb the oil. Now we're gonna set the mushroom aside if you can grab them. If you want here, you can use the same pan to add your butter and oil for the sauce, but I choose to clean mine and start fresh. After we add the butter and the oil, we're going to add the garlic. And again, here you can use just butter if you like, or oil. It's personal preference. And then after a few minutes, we will add the flour, 1 tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Please don't forget to stir your flour for about a couple of minutes before you add your chicken broth. You're gonna whisk the flour until it's all smooth with the chicken broth like that. Then we add the heavy cream and the whole milk. We reduce the heat. We keep whisking because we don't want the lumps on our sauce. When you see the sauce is smoothing, we add the thyme, the rosemary, the cilantro, and the parsley. Then we're gonna stir, followed by the basil. I'm sorry guys, I didn't film that part. When I was adding the seasoning, I have black pepper that I showed you guys earlier, 1 teaspoon, and 1.5 teaspoon of chicken bouillon. That's what I add to season the sauce. I added that before the Parmesan cheese. And as you can see, I didn't add any salt today in my cooking, but you can add more seasoning. Whatever seasoning that you have in your cabinet you like, you can add it. And you can add salt also if you like. I just don't like too much salt, and the chicken bouillon have salt in it. The potatoes are already out of the oven. We're gonna lay the chicken first, then the mushroom, followed by the baby spinach. When we finish with that, we're going to drizzle the sauce on the top, and we're going to bake it for 350 degrees for about 30 to 35 minutes. You should see it bubbling. When you see it bubbling and your house smells good, that means it's ready. You should cool it down a little bit before you eat it, because it's gonna be very hot when it's out of the oven. And what I forgot to tell you guys, you can use sun-dried tomato in this recipe. Sometimes I do use sun-dried tomatoes. I was out of sun-dried tomatoes, that's why I didn't use it. But it's very good with sun-dried tomatoes. Look how creamy that is. Please guys, try it. You're gonna like it. It's very easy to make. It took me under 2 hours to make it. I greatly appreciate you guys who's following Kajita's Kitchen. I'm still climbing. I need you guys to get there. Please like, share, and comment. Thank you so much again. On Yarama.